How's it going, guys? Wev here. Hope you're doing great. Today I wanted to share with you the software that I use as a virtual mixer. Okay, the software is called Caster and the company is called Ginger Audio. So I'll share my screen with you so you guys can see what's happening, and I'll talk a little bit about the software. Right, so this is basically Caster. I've got Logic on the background just to give you an example how it works. But this is basically the software. Okay, as you can see, I've got my vocals coming in through my audio interface, which is the SSL2 Plus, and that's going directly in Caster, and you can see the meter showing here when I'm talking. Okay, so my vocals, they're not coming through Logic, although I have Logic set up as an input here. So basically I can put in Chrome, Brave that I have there, which is another internet browser. I've got Guitar Pro 8, and I can put any software there. I can put the system audio to be as an input, so everything that I play on my computer will go to Caster, and then Caster will then share it as an output. So to give an example, this is where the applications are. So I can any application that I have open, like WhatsApp or Screenshot, you know, anything that I have there, desktop audio, I can choose the application. So then everything will go to Caster, and then Caster will be the main output. Okay, and this is what I use for my classes. So every time that I'm teaching a guitar class, I use Caster as my main thing. So the tone that my students hear is this. So the vocals through Caster and the guitar through Logic. And the thing is, as you probably know, the plugin that I use for my guitar tones is the Line 6 native plugin, okay? Which is basically the plugin version from Line 6 Helix. And the cool thing about it is that if you have an input like a guitar or vocals, you can put different plugins to it. So here, as you can see, there are two plugins that come straight away with it that I find it pretty useful, actually. So at the moment, I've got quite a bit of ambient noise here because it's quite warm in the UK, and I've got a little fan on. So hopefully you're not able to hear it much, but I'm gonna turn off now, which is pretty much a noise gate and a compressor. There's a bit of EQ there as well. I'll show you the plugins in a bit, but if I turn them off, I think you're able to hear a bit more of ambience there, right? Now I'll turn them back on. So as you can hear, this is probably let's have a look. This is the compressor and a bit of EQ and all there. So not a noise gate, but now I'm gonna turn on the noise gate, and hopefully that's gone. The ambience is gone. And yeah, it's a pretty useful one. And if you have a guitar track for that, if you take one input as a guitar track, you can then use, for example, any plugin. It will basically work as a DAW in the sense of you can use different plugins. So if I wanted to use Helix, or if I wanted to put on my vocals, if I wanted to put some reverb, I could do that. So let's see. Okay, so let's say I wanted let's try that one. Oh, there you go. Hopefully that's too much. Hey, so yeah, as you can see now, it's quite a bit of reverb, which is a pretty cool feature actually. But let me turn this off. It was just more as an example. Right, so it's pretty cool. You can add any plugin or anything. And the thing is, anything that I have playing will play through Logic. So for example, if I have a backing track, I can just play over, and it won't interfere on both sounds. And at the moment, the audio I'm recording through Caster, you can see here that it's being recorded. So then when I edit it, I can put the videos and everything together with the audio that's being recorded through Caster. Okay, and if I'm going to play things in Logic, for example, it will be played on Caster. So for example, I'm just putting the guitars how it was here because I was recording a video before this. You can see Caster now is reading what's coming out of Logic. which which is pretty cool, right? Yeah, so this is basically, I just wanted to show you because a couple of people have asked me, what do I use? Which software do I use? So it's a pretty cool one. I highly recommend it. It is a paid software, but it does help a lot. Okay. And by the way, this is the Mac version. I'm not sure if there is a Windows or Linux version. So I would recommend you go to the Ginger Audio website and check it out, because I think it's just for Mac, but I'm not really sure. There are some free alternatives, but I felt that you had to do too many things and, you know, spend some time trying to figure it out. I think some people use Black Hole, I think it's called, the software, and then do a few different things. But anyway, I thought it was just easier for me to grab the software, which I thought it was really reasonable, and use it because it's so easy. I used the trial version and I thought it was just great. You know, a little piece of software, simple, that you just go in, plug everything in, and it's very simple to use. And yeah, nothing else to say. I think it's pretty cool one. Until now, I didn't have any issues, so I hope it stays like that. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I got a bunch of lessons in the channel so you can check it out. If you own a Line 6 Helix or have the plugin, you can download a few free presets that I have. Just make sure you check out the link below, go to my website and download them. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.